Kickstart your weight loss with intuitive and mindful eating. Don't try to change the type of food you eat until you have taken care of emotional eating when you are not hungry. What is intuitive and mindful eating? Intuitive eating is a refreshing approach to nutrition that puts you in the driver's seat. You become the expert of your own body, deciding what works best for you, rather than following strict diets or meal plans. To truly embrace this lifestyle and build a healthier relationship with food, it's important to explore and get to know your personal preferences, stress management strategies, daily routine, and your body's unique physiology. Mindful eating is a wonderful practice that empowers you to take charge of your eating habits. Research shows that it can support weight loss, reduce binge eating, and boost your overall well-being. Embracing intuitive and mindful eating for weight loss. If you find yourself struggling with emotional eating, binge eating, or being caught in a cycle of crash diets, or if you simply can't manage your cravings, adopting intuitive and mindful eating is an excellent way to kickstart your weight loss journey. In our fast-paced lives, we are surrounded by an overwhelming variety of food options. Additionally, distractions have diverted our focus from the act of eating itself, leading to increased engagement with televisions, computers, and smartphones. Eating has become a mindless act, often done quickly. This can be problematic, since it takes your brain up to 20 minutes to realize you're full. If you eat too fast, the fullness signal may not arrive until you have already eaten too much. This is very common in binge eating. The diet mentality is also contributing in disconnecting us from listening to the wisdom of our mind and body, and instead rely to external diet messaging and social conditioning. While intuitive eating and mindful eating share some similarities, they utilize distinct techniques to achieve the same objective: gaining control over your food choices. Mindful eating focuses on being fully present, enhancing your awareness of experiences, cravings, and physical sensations during meals. Intuitive eating encourages breaking down limiting beliefs and regaining control over habitual responses to triggers. Both approaches are practical and complementary. This is why I incorporate the principles of mindful and intuitive eating into my Kickstart Your Weight Loss program, alongside NLP techniques, to optimize results. One significant benefit of mindfulness is the heightened awareness of the food we consume and its effects on us, both physically and mentally. Mindfulness is a simple meditation practice that helps you tune into your thoughts, emotions, and body signals. It's often used to support mental health and improve eating behaviors. Mindful eating helps you tell the difference between emotional and physical hunger, notice your triggers, and choose how you respond. Intuitive eating takes this further by letting go of diet rules and rebuilding trust with your body. It's based on listening to hunger cues and stopping when you feel comfortably full, guided by the core principles of honor your hunger and feel your fullness. Mindful and intuitive eating can support weight loss by transforming eating habits and alleviating the stress linked to food by addressing unconscious reactions to emotional and environmental triggers. Emotional triggers. This refers to eating as a response to specific emotions. Environmental triggers. This occurs when you eat due to food-related cues in your environment, such as the sight or aroma of food. Such unhealthy eating behaviors are among the most frequently reported issues in individuals dealing with obesity. Mindful eating gives you the necessary skills to manage these impulses, empowering you to control your responses rather than being led by your instincts. Abandon the diet mentality. Relying on a diet to supply you with a precise nutrition plan for your unique body and emotions, without any personal input, means you are depending on an external source. This dependence can create a disconnect from the innate wisdom of your own mind and body. Mindful eating helps you understand why diets often fall short in the long run. In simple terms, diets tend to overlook the importance of behavior change. Take emotions out of food. Food cannot resolve emotional issues. While it may provide temporary comfort or serve as a distraction, it does not address the underlying problem. Honor your feelings without relying on food. By learning to process your emotions and recognizing hunger and cravings without constantly resisting or reacting to them, you can create an environment that your mind can navigate. This concept embodies what it means to tune into your body. Feel your hunger. Reconnect with your body's hunger cues. Learn how to re-establish a connection with the sensation of physical hunger and respond to its early signs by nourishing your body appropriately. When we experience extreme hunger, our decision-making can become illogical. Known as psychological hunger, this condition drives us towards snacking and overeating, often stemming from emotional desires rather than genuine physical needs. It is commonly linked to cravings, boredom, and emotional eating, with boredom and stress being the primary triggers. Recognize true hunger. True hunger isn't about feeling ravenous or on the verge of starvation. Rather, it manifests as gentle belly gurgles, a loss of focus, feelings of fatigue and yawning, occasionally a dull headache. Feel your fullness. As you enjoy your meal, take a moment to check in with your hunger and fullness levels. Eat slowly and minimize distractions, paying attention to how food affects your emotions and savoring each bite. If you're uncertain about your hunger, aim to eat until you're about 80% full. Afterward, consider if you can wait 20 minutes before deciding whether you still feel hungry. Taking your time while eating allows your gut and brain to communicate effectively. This practice not only helps prevent overeating, but also promotes better digestion. By practicing mindful eating, you can regain your focus and slow down, transforming eating into a deliberate act rather than an automatic response. Recognizing hunger cues. Additionally, this approach enhances your ability to identify physical cues of hunger and fullness, allowing you to differentiate between emotional cravings and genuine physical hunger. Understanding triggers, you also become more aware of the triggers that prompt you to eat, even when you may not be truly hungry, creating space for choice. By recognizing these triggers, you can create a buffer between them and your reactions, granting you the time and freedom to choose how to respond. Heal your relationship with food. There are no inherently good or bad foods, and consuming them does not define your worth. Managing guilt and anxiety around food. Learn to navigate feelings of guilt and anxiety regarding food choices. Remember, you don't need to adhere to a perfect diet to maintain your health. The aim is not perfection. A single meal or snack won't determine your overall health. What truly counts is your consistent behavior over time. By shifting your perspective on food, you can transform any negative emotions linked to eating into awareness, enhance self-control, and positive feelings. Furthermore, by improving your ability to recognize physical cues of hunger and fullness, you can differentiate between emotional cravings and genuine, physical hunger. You will also heighten your awareness of the triggers that lead you to eat, even when you're not truly hungry. By understanding these triggers, you can create a gap between them and your reactions, granting you the time and freedom to decide how to respond. This shift will enable you to substitute automatic thoughts and reactions with more mindful, healthier choices. Kickstart your weight loss in 4 basic steps. Step 1. Am I hungry? Recognize physical signs of hunger. Learn to identify the subtle physical cues of mild hunger. If you're uncertain, try drinking a glass of water and wait for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you still feel hungry, go ahead and eat. Otherwise, wait until your hunger signals are clearer. Note, it may take some time to reacquaint yourself with the sensation of physical hunger, especially if it has been a while since you last experienced it. Avoid skipping meals or waiting until you feel extremely hungry to eat. This can make it more difficult to make mindful food choices. When hunger overwhelms you, it often leads to grabbing whatever is within reach, whether from a vending machine or a fast food outlet, foods that may not support your healthy eating or weight loss objectives. Step 2. Have I had enough? Recognize the physical signals of fullness and ask yourself, have I had enough? The objective is to learn how to stop eating before you feel completely full. Let's break the habit of eating on autopilot until you're stuffed or the plate is empty. Develop the habit of consuming slightly less than you usually do. Leave behind 2 to 3 bites at each meal and take a picture of what you've left. By the end of the week, you'll notice that you've saved the equivalent of more than 2 full meals. This can lead to significant changes over time. You might also consider serving yourself a bit less food than usual. You'll discover that it's both easy and feasible to eat a little less than your normal portion. By the end of your meal, aim to feel a tad less full than you typically would. Step 3. Create a plan, and make sure to keep on it. Each morning, jot down your meal plan for the day, including anything you desire, without limitations. Write down your choices for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks and drinks. This is your plan. You hold the power to decide. After that, commit to sticking with it. No matter what happens throughout the day, refrain from consuming anything not included in your plan. If you have a strong craving for something outside your plan, you can simply add it to tomorrow's menu and enjoy it then. However, it must wait until tomorrow. On the other hand, if you've planned something that no longer appeals to you, or if you're not hungry, feel free to skip it. Step 4. End the quitting cycle. This is the most crucial aspect of the plan. Never quit. Not ever. Shut down that negative voice in your head once and for all. When something goes awry, we stray from the plan, make errors, or indulge in overeating, that inner voice quickly emerges. You'll never achieve this. You can't eat like a normal person. You'd better give up now and indulge in that piece of cake, and thus, the cycle begins anew. Let me be clear, if your goal is to lose weight, prepare for a journey that takes time, get ready for both challenging and rewarding days. Accept that you won't see results overnight, next week, or even next month. I've observed countless women setting themselves up for failure by believing that their mistakes are valid reasons to give up. One more thing. Transitioning from one type of food to another, taking a few bites here and there without enjoying a proper meal, can hinder your healthy weight goals. This approach might lead you to consume more than you realize, without ever feeling truly satisfied. To promote mindful eating throughout the day, consider the following. Plan regular meals and include snacks in between if you're hungry. Aim to eat your meals at the same time each day to help your body establish a consistent rhythm. Allow yourself enough time to fully savor your food, appreciating all the sensory delights that your meals present. And if you're eager to go the extra mile, here are a few additional suggestions. Drinking enough water is necessary for optimal health, and can also help reduce symptoms of losing weight as it flushes out the toxins released from the stored fat. Any reduction in weight can cause you to rapidly shed water stores, increasing the risk of dehydration. Gradually increase your daily amount of water to 8 glasses per day, and have a glass of water as you get up in the morning, and 30 minutes before each meal to prepare your gastric juices. Sleep is frequently underestimated when it comes to dietary habits. Research indicates that insufficient sleep and ongoing stress can adversely affect weight loss results. Additionally, studies suggest that inadequate sleep can disrupt hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin. This disruption may lead to heightened appetite, undermining your efforts to eat only when you are truly hungry. While this program may lead to weight loss on its own, pairing it with a suitable exercise routine can amplify its effectiveness. Start with low-intensity activities, such as a calming yoga session or a relaxing walk. Once you've adapted to your new lifestyle, you can gradually incorporate more moderately intense workouts. Any plan based solely on willpower is guaranteed to fail. This concept has been examined repeatedly. Highly productive individuals do not depend on willpower. Instead, they focus on establishing habits and managing the environments that influence them. Your primary objective is to create a strategy that minimizes the need for willpower. This plan should transcend mere planning. It should become a lifestyle. It's a framework where you have mastery over your choices, as they arise naturally. Since these choices align with your desires, they contribute positively to your well-being. Consider an individual who is trying to quit drinking alcohol. It certainly wouldn't be wise for them to keep frequenting bars, would it? Plan your environments ahead of time. To steer clear of environmental triggers, it's essential to decide in advance which environments you will place yourself in. By carefully selecting your surroundings, you can reduce the chances of straying from your plan, especially when cravings hit. Adjust your surroundings. For instance, if a particular food isn't part of your plan, simply refrain from bringing it into your home. Avoid temptations. If you know you can't resist chocolate, it's best not to purchase it in the first place. Remember, the environments you choose to be in ultimately shape your outcomes. Associate with the wrong crowd, and you risk becoming part of it. Bonus: 3 main lifestyle changes that should be looked at to support a healthy weight loss. Increase a natural balanced fiber intake. Whole foods, nuts and seeds, green leafy vegetables, and drink plenty of water. What to avoid? Sugar, alcohol, soda drinks, refined grains, starchy vegetables, processed food, preservatives and chemicals. Just relax. Allow time for relaxation and exercise. Try to reduce stressful situations or depressing, worrying moods. Live a positive and happy life.